ago, she led the country in both scoring and assists. Clark hits the freshman out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Clark answers. We can break that 10 this year. Liz Kitley. Couple of buckets to establish herself here in the fourth. Clark, step back, good!
As much as they can, even if it's against their five. Grace Buffelli.
An Iowa possession, it's crossing the midline, it's getting from one side to the other. Now it's catch and hold.
Clark, long two. Players playing well, up and down for K-State as Clark gets herself. Alter swings to Davis, back in the hands of Clark with 5 to shoot. The step back is
individual effort by Aoka Lee.
Clark through a screen, clean look.
Clark off the ball screen, knocks it down. A 13-3 run for Iowa. One of the few times tonight Iowa slowed it down in the half court. Clark probing, off one. Found Dinnebeer on the back end for Drake. Clark wants more. She's got more.
Leah Bromenshenkel.
Molly Davis went behind the screen and was
shot here in the first 4 minutes. This is a falter. Clark steps back for 2. Got it! Pulls away the rebound. Working one-on-one. Step back 3. Book it!
today, John, and both squads now are playing to their standards. What are their offensive and defensive principles? What are things that they can control to put them in a better position for tomorrow?
Step back for Clark.
There's tough covers at all 5 positions.
Iowa with the ball. Here's Clark. Step back for 3. Book it! So that Clark would be just 1 for 4 from 3 in this quarter as Clark fades and hits. Tainer. As they have been really battling just to keep her off the block. Clark, a 3. The bounces around. Assists for Molly Davis.
Very complete basketball game.
Here is Feuerbach. A lot of tight defense from Adams. Clark comes to it. Caitlin Clark looking for 3 more.
Alfalter with a steal. Here comes Clark. Crossover, step back for 3. Good D inside by Gregory. Stands her right up. Caitlin Clark with a step back.
Her minutes fluctuate based on what the team needs. Made a big shot.
Clark around the screen. Steps back from the elbow. Porter. Clark fades for 3. The shot clock. 1 more bucket here should give Iowa a good chance. Clark.
But we know it can be a serious threat from 3. Clark finds a lot of space and connects. Here's Clark. 3 away from 3,000. Clark. The leaner. On a 3, good box out there from Kate Martin to control for Iowa. Here's a falter, not picked up. Looking for Clark. Clark, a deep one. She got it.
But yes, you're very aware of it. You have someone on the bench that's keeping track of things like that.
Clark in transition. Forces her way in. Cleveland State has not been able to finish inside. Clark, transition 3.
4 different players, and all 4 have double figures. Purdue's the type of player, oh my goodness.
Clark for this Hawkeye offense that has been rolling all night long. 87 points, and Clark will add more.
3 for 6. I've hit 2 3-pointers already in this one. Clark at the logo. Dumps it out for Feuerbach. Looking around, has Clark on the far side. Clark pulls up from 3. Bang! Caitlin. Allie Berg drops down another 3. Caitlin Clark with an answer. Knight behind the back. Caitlin Clark for 3.
The paint, really putting the pressure on this Minnesota defense.
Clark will fire.
Is her time, and she has taken advantage.
Spears can't get the short shot to fall this time. Goodman with the board. Clark's already in double figures today. Spinning in the paint. Clark with the step back three. And some scoring from Hart and Gracholski, which they didn't get enough of in the first half. Caitlin Clark. 20-point lead for the Hawkeyes. Sold out crowd once again here at Carver Hawkeye. Clark creating space and
able to eventually get a shot, but they have to attack the gaps.
Clark getting the ball screen, handoff. Catches it. Tate on Clark, high arcing. Joyner, no good. Molly Davis running the break. This is where Iowa likes to play. Clark, yes! Crunch time is Clark time. Looking for opportunities, step back, yeah! Here. Davis, time winding down. Are they gonna get the ball up in time? Clark for the win! Yeah!
Clark step back three. Finally, second quarter. Clark. Step back three again. Boom. Tried to guard Indiana, but it was all IU. They hit the first 15 shots. Caitlin will hit that one though.
And her positioning where she's at in regards to the basket.
About a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Here's Caitlin Clark. She may take this one herself. Guarded by Moore McNeil. 6 seconds. Here comes Clark. Got free. Up. Pure. Michigan. It's from Midland, Michigan. Clark. Head and shoulder. Trying to find that shot. Pure. Big Barbie fan. As a matter of fact, her dog, its name is Chanel Malibu Barbie.
Okay. You got the extra details.
The golden doodle.
Oh! Turnover by the Badgers logo. Yes!
Ronnie Porter getting herself to the basket, staying available from three.
Step back. She has yet to score in this game. She loves this move. Right to the left for a three. She got her. Like I mentioned, Kevin McGuff trusts his players to stay in through it. The handoff to Clark. She's eyeing it. Puts it in.
And the crowd gets quiet to give them a chance to run their last offense. Clark through a couple. 3 points shy of surpassing her. 2 to shoot for Clark. She'll need the heroics here.
Clark, step back. She's pumped. Caitlin, and off the rim by Clark. Block, and the bucket. On the floor, going right.
Get inside the three-point line. You can't let her have that space.
Going to be anticipates and can deliver.
Ree McDaniel called for the foul, her first team foul against Maryland. Long jump shot, Clark, and 5 assists. She leads in points, rebounds, and assists. Clark from the logo, and as she draws Brown Turner. Pick and roll, Clark thinking about it, lets it fly, and Clark, pump fake, rises, and
that baseline and turn her back out or make her shoot a walled up shot.
Clark with it. Just coming into this game, she was 0 for 5. In Northwestern just over a week ago, surpassed 1,500 career points as Clark.
Iowa has to locate and box out.
Caitlin Clark.
One of the top teams in the Big Ten in terms of rebounding, but as Allison reported, Iowa has really been crashing the offensive glass tonight as well this afternoon.
Clark put it away.
Recovered by Gabby Marshall. Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! Caitlin Clark loves these situations. She times them out, sets her feet, catch.
Games coming off a massive game for Michigan. She was 23.3 rebounds.
Again! Stop it! I'm not great at math, but I use a calculator sometimes. That's 4.5 games. Keep it coming. This into perspective and shout out her teammates. Clark, her first step back of the evening.
Around the perimeter, back in the hands of Clark. It's been Mackenzie getting the lion's share of the assignment.
Wanted to travel there, a little bit of a hop step.
It's a maroon out here on senior day for Minnesota. Wearing home white with maroon and gold. That's the Gophers on the board. Clark again checked in and lights it up.
That's a good shot out of the timeout. Just trying to keep this thing close early here. Clark responding. Possible UConn and Paige Becker's matchup. Oh, I'm not sure anyone.
Clouded Notre Dame. So, Coach McGuff met his wife, Letitia, who was playing there.
In a zone, and Ohio State starting to do what they do best, generating offense out of their defense.
Clark. They swing it. Clark, step back straight away.
The rebound. We see the first points of the second quarter for the Hawkeyes. In two on Clark. A long two and glue of the team, the mother hen as they've called her.
But you have to continue bringing some of that momentum and finding the adrenaline when you're having to play 3 days in a row.
Poked away by Brett. Getting the assignment on Clark. Deep three. Clark. Logo. Yes!
When it's tournament time, Michigan should be in the NCAA tournament after making it to the semifinals. Huge win over Ohio State already this season. But it's hard when things don't go the way you want them to in this game.
Can Caitlin Clark do here to open up the third quarter? 2 for 13 from the field. She steps it back from about 15 out. Feels a little bit different here for Iowa. Clark coming from behind.
See, that's what Iowa does when they do it well. They defend and at least offense.
Clark steps it back. And so the quarterfinals, number 1 seed, Ohio State lost. Michigan State, the number 4 seed, lost in the quarters. These are the two teams who have survived, the 2 and the 5. Clark from straight away.
And they need a bucket.
So they go Clark's way. She can deliver. 6.
Wow, the freshman coming up huge.
Clark looking for it, steps it back, it's a 3 on the way! They're at 50%, so there's plenty of help for Caitlin here in the first half.
And that's what it's going to take. And for Caitlin Clark to continue to trust them, to trust that the game is going to open up.
Number 1 in the country in scoring, number 1 in assists, number 2 in field goal percentage, number 1 in most.
Crusaders have found a little bit of rhythm on the offensive end. They're not going to give up. They're going to continue to chip away.
Boy, a lot of threes early from West Virginia, and that has not been a part of their game plan throughout the season. They only make 6 per game.
No, and it's exactly what Iowa wants. They're playing this 2-3 zone. Going to try to force contested shots from the three-point line. And there's Caitlin. J.J. Quinterly is able to corral that loose ball.
Clark steps behind the screen and hits. Just today, watching hoops.
Good day for a beverage and some popcorn. A lot of reference to popcorn here now.
Got to, yes.
Clark. First step to the side over Hemingway.
When they met Iowa a season ago.
They had 21 offensive rebounds in that Sweet 16 matchup. A number that Lisa Bluter kept bringing up to her team as they prepared for this game. Clark, she got it. Rebound, Martin. Clark, eyes up. Here's Clark. Wheeling back, will fire, and three, and Stokey the rebound.
One of the most important things for Iowa in this game is to be able to secure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark, connect! Offensive fouls on Clark in last year's national championship game.
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet! Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my! Van Lith now 1 for 4 from 3. She hit her first attempt. Clark wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it! Got an IV because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark!
And foul.
Here's Martin. Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet! 12 rebounds, playing in her first Elite Eight game. Clark, again! Here's Clark. Clark pulls up, another deep one, is good!
Has been able to deliver on the back cut.
Now Clark comes back to the basketball. Clark, looking to spin away from traffic, double screen, gets open, and hit! Clark. Iowa has not had a 2-possession lead yet tonight. Clark, step back three, you bet! These last 2 possessions from Brady and now Edwards.
The bigs against that zone are going to be important, getting the ball in the sweet spots.
Clark trying to work Arnold, separates and fits. Last season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark, oh my! One-point Iowa lead. Clark yet to score in the second. Will put up a 3 here. And hit. This tournament, Rebecca, how many times she has hit big shots, maybe not this depth of production from her throughout the tournament, but she's had key timely baskets throughout. Clark wanted a whistle, did not get it.
That this South Carolina team has.
Clark didn't get much space there with Hall on her. Clark, the crossover, and the hit.